Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today, we are going to try another color wheel challenge. I had so much fun with the first one. I had to do it again. So here we are. We're going to give this one another shot. If you saw my first one, I had several different colors. Like I had orange on the wheel twice. I took that out and I just did it for one, so that way we'll have more variety of color that way versus the last time I think I just kept getting the same, like I kept getting brown or black, all the basic colors for whatever reason, except for the bathroom. That ended up being pink. You gotta watch it if you haven't watched it. It's color wheel home number 2 or number 1, so you need to watch that one. I just did it with one slice of each color, and hopefully that'll make it a little more colorful of a house. We shall see. I'm not looking for like crazy town colors here, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get a little more variety this time. One of my older builds, I believe it was my first eco lifestyle build. It's a very simple house. The exterior, well, the landscaping of the exterior is done. I'm not changing that. I'm not changing the exterior at all, except maybe, the wall colors and stuff. Inside, we have a very simple layout. It's a small house, as you can see. This would be like the entry living area, kitchen, dining, bathroom here, and over here we'll have the bedroom. As you can see, it is a lofted room, and the bathroom is level with the bedroom floors. In any case, go ahead and do all the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all that, and help me get to 500 subscribers, and let's just get into it, shall we? So the first thing we're going to spin for is going to be the exterior. So let's see what we can get. What color? We get orange. Oh, Lord. Okay, orange it is. Let's see what we can do with orange. I am scared. Okay. I would like to do a brick of some kind. Oh, maybe it's something like that. Hey, it's under orange. I'll take it. I wish they didn't have the side on it though, because that doesn't always work right. And I've got this part up here, so I need the matching siding for that. So let's give it a shot, see what happens. I mean, that doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. Far so good. Okay, look at that. All the corners. I wonder if they fixed it or if it's just the style of the house that made it work. Okay, I'm not mad about that. Now I just need to find the right color siding or paneling. Hey, why didn't that come up? That's okay. See if I can find it. Is that our siding, maybe? Yeah. There we go. Looks kind of peachy, but hey, it's under the orange category, so I'm not going to complain. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick this one instead. I'll add my own pillars because I don't like how it's clipping into the windows. It bothers me. Lots of things bother me, but that's one of them. Okay, that's not so bad. I can deal with that. I can live with it. I can live with it. But let's change the roof. I think the roof, oh God, the roof needs to be orange, doesn't it? Oh Lord, that's orange. That's so orange. Does the roof have to also be orange? I don't think so. No, we're not gonna do that. Maybe we can just stick with the little light gray. I know it's base, but it matches the brick down at the bottom, right? We can get a matching brick for the foundation. Is it not gonna let me do the foundation? Why isn't it letting me do the foundation? It's on a foundation. I mean, you see it, don't you? Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm not crazy. It's platform. But that's not the right color. Yeah, that matches. But I don't want it to do the platform inside that way. Okay, no, it didn't. Thank God. Because that would have sucked. I don't want that inside. Well, maybe I do. Maybe we'll change it later if it doesn't work. But I don't know. I kind of like it with the brick. We'll see. I'm not going to put that as part of my rule. It's because I don't know what the inside's going to be, but I do want a brick. So if the brick works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Put it that way. Okay, so the exterior is orange. The windows are going to stay. I'm not changing the windows, but I do want to do the backyard in the orange. So let me see what I can do with the backyard. These trees are going to be in my way and they're going to piss me off, but that's okay. Let me find some orange stuff to go outside. Okie. So there's not a ton going on out here, but I did manage to put in a games table, some planter pots, some plants on the wall. I did add on the walls some climbing ivy on trellises with some flowers just to kind of fill it in a little bit because it looked a little barren. And then this is the backyard. Look at all this stuff. Got a basketball hoop. Now, I was going to put like a swing set and things like that, but this is for one person, maybe two, maybe a couple. So they're not going to have much use for that. So I also wanted to make sure that I had activity or skill items. So we've got some planter pots over here, the grill, pizza oven, got a place to eat, little place to paint, and a basketball hoop. I think those are good things for either a small couple or a single person. So that way it kind of makes sense for the build of the house. Now I do want to go in and add terrain paint, but I'll do that last before we do the final walkthrough at the end. So make sure you stick around. So now I'm going to go in to the kitchen. And I know this is clipping through a little bit, but I'm going to put cabinets here. So that's not going to make a difference. So let's go ahead and spin for the kitchen. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? And the wheel spins and stops on primary? Primary. Okay. So this is going to be a fairly red, yellow, green, blue kitchen. Oh my God. Why did I do this to myself? I don't know, but we're gonna try. Let's see. I wish I could go over here in the color selector and just click like primary colors, but I'm not like, it's not gonna be like rainbow. It's red, yellow, green, and blue. Those are your 4 primary colors. Like, cause I'm thinking we can do the cabinets all one color, the walls, you know, a color, the floor a different color, and the appliances a different color. So that way it's not, because I was going to do like a red cabinet, a yellow, green, and blue cabinet, but I was like, no, that's too rainbowy. I want just primary colors. So we're going to try it my way, see what happens. There's my kitchen. I had to keep reminding myself primary green, primary yellow, primary blue, because it's not just red, yellow, green, and blue. It's the primary colors. So I did my best. It's the closest to primary green as I could find. With the tall windows, it does make it a little more difficult. But hey, look at my lights. Red, green, and blue. Perfect. It's perfect. Then I went back and forth. I went from red cabinets to yellow to blue. And I mean, I changed everything in color-wise because I couldn't figure out what would work, what wouldn't. So hopefully this works. And of course, I've got some, you know, decorating to do. But I think this is a decent-sized kitchen. So we're good. We're going to move on. And I'm going to try to get like a little desk or something here. Like a small desk here with a chair here. And then a 2-seater dining table here. So we'll see if we carry this floor over or if we have to change it to something else. I have no idea. But let's spin the wheel of color, shall we? What color do we get today? We get... Oh my God. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. No problem. Bright colors. We'll see. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay, I'll be back. Well, that's the best I could do. I mean, I was able, I think, carry over the stuff from the kitchen and kind of stuck with those colors and just made them as bright as possible. This here is just, it's this curtain, but I sized it up by 1 and placed it here. And I don't know. It works. I couldn't find any curtains that fit these full tall wall windows, so that worked. But sure, why not? Okay, we're just gonna move on into the what is this, the living room entry area, and see what we get there. So here we spin for the living room area. The color is going to be yellow. We've got a lot of yellow going on here, but I can work with it. I can work with that, no problem. Okay. Let me see what I can figure out for a yellow living room entry area. Well, this is turning out to be a very fun house. I was going to do hardwood floors, like with this color of wood, but then I saw this yellow hexagon carpet, and I was like, yeah, we got to do that. We got to make it fun, right? We got to make it fun. And then lo and behold, I found these curtains that fit these windows absolutely perfectly when you size them up by 1. And if I would have known that, I would have probably put them over here. But I've already done that room, so I can't go back and change it. That's my own rule. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget that notification bell. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. And then when I place this coffee table, and tell me if I'm wrong, if I place it here, I don't think your Sims can get in to sit. So I just moved it back a little bit. I could be wrong. I don't know. I placed a little table there, and I've got my yellow sofa. I do want to pull this out just a hair, though. I feel like it's too close to that stair railing. I know, simility versus reality, but whatever. We're a little off center, but not too bad. And then yes, this is not a picture, this is a TV. And I kind of like how it's framed by the curtain. I think it looks cute. It's annoying if it was reality, but it's not. So it's not annoying. And then I did add a little entry, or a little, what's that called? A little half wall next to the entry. Because I'm going to put, you know, stuff over here once I decorate it up. So that room is pretty much done. So now we're going to move into, we did the bathroom first. Let's move into the bathroom. Oh, I didn't put a light in here. Hold on. If we're going for fun, we might as well go with good old Sputnik here. It brightens it up fairly well. We might do a sconce over here. I'm not sure. But for now, I think that'll work. So yeah, let's go bathroom. I am going to get a regular light though, because I want to be able to see what I'm doing in the bathroom. And I'll put one there as well. Oh, I guess I could do afternoon light. Anyway, let's spin for the bathroom and see what we get. It's a small bathroom, but it's still a bathroom. And the color, black. I can work with a black bathroom. I can work with a black bathroom. Yes, sirree. Okay, let's go for a black bathroom. Here's our beautiful black bathroom. I love it. I was trying to put in a rug, but since the bathroom floor is on a platform, it's not going to work. It kept clipping and I couldn't get it to go where I wanted. So like, oh, what? That one works? Okay, maybe I just need a smaller rug. Why can't I fit my fuzzy rug? I want my fuzzy rug. It won't let me. Yeah, see, it just disappears. All right, fine, I'll do that one. It's fine. I have a rug in my bathroom. Okay, so there's the black bathroom. Let's see what we're gonna get for the bedroom. Yay! Fingers crossed. For the bedroom, we spin the color gray. Okay, I do gray bathroom. Kind of throws it off a little bit from, you know, the rest of the house here with all the brightness going on. But sure, black bathroom, gray bedroom. I can work with that. Alrighty, well, there we go. There's my gray bedroom. Oops, I love this dresser here, but I could not find nightstands that looked like this. I believe that one was from Get Famous, but I did find these. So these will work just fine. And the curtains, the sheer gray, I love those. And I did have to move the window down to be able to place the curtains where I wanted them because of the platform, I believe. I'm not sure. So that's it for the gray bedroom. And there is our wonderfully, beautifully bright house. Why is the bathroom not bright? That's strange. Usually these light up a lot. I guess it's just because it's dark. Makes sense. Black walls. But I'm going to move that over one there. Put that there maybe. Does that match? Yeah. Okay, I think there's plenty of light in the bathroom. There we go. So there's the whole progression from bright to not quite neutral to neutral and to darkness. So yeah, now I just need to go in and clutter this baby up and see what happens. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with the finished product. I'll do a complete walkthrough, y'all. Make sure you stick around. Blink. I'm all done, and I think I did pretty good. You'll have to be the judge. We've already seen the outside. So let's go check out the inside. So here is, oops, that was the floor. Here is the entryway. We have a nice picture there. Works out just great. Little entry table with stack of stuff, keys, all that wonderful stuff. Coats, shoes, umbrellas. Living room is over here. Got it all cluttered up nicely for you. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Added some plants in this little wonderful window corner. You always have to have plants. And if you don't know what to fill it in with plants. Why not? And I did decide this was a house for a couple. A newlywed couple who has very eclectic taste, as if you couldn't tell. But over here, you know, incense burner and all that wonderful stuff. I love these. These are so pretty. I never use them. He's just cute. He's adorable. But these are very pretty, and I do like using them. And then there's some clutter on the bedside tables. A little bit of basket. No, a little basket with some blankets. And we've got a loom here and some more pictures. And of course, good old Sputnik. I did leave the ceilings white. I just felt that it would open it up a little more so it wasn't so cluttered with all the mess that's going on with the colors. But here is the bathroom. I didn't know about these. These are cool. Let me show you where I found them. It's a water glyph, and it's these guys. If you've never seen them before, which if you've got this pack, which I can't remember what pack it is, but if you've got this pack here, all of these are here. I never use them. I never thought to change the color. Look at that. Look how gorgeous those are. All of these. They're amazing. And I've never thought, I mean, look at this lotus plant. Well, I think it's a lotus plant. I mean, these are beautiful. And I would have never seen them if I wouldn't have been searching by color. So if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to fill in the room or whatever, search by color. If you have a color theme going on, search by color. You're going to find a lot of really neat stuff that you probably never thought to use before. But anyway, just an idea. You never know what you're going to find. This by itself, I probably would never use very often, if at all. But this, I know it's stone, but it's a good wall piece. I mean, this waterfall thing is perfect for the bathroom. And it matches with the blue and the floor. So yeah, definitely do that. We move into the kitchen. Here is the little office desk area with a little bit of clutter. I know those are children's books, but it is what it is. These are lights. Again, never would have found them if I didn't search by color. And of course the Sims thing. I didn't know what to do. It was bright and colorful room, so I thought that fit perfectly. And then over here on the table, I just added some yellow flowers just to brighten it up even more. And this is what made me think this is a newlywed couple. Yep, that's why. I found this tarot card and I was like, perfect, perfect. It's a newlywed couple and that's what we're going to go with. So up here, I didn't put any curtains, additional curtains on the upper windows. I didn't think it was necessary. But we do have lots of clutter here going on in the kitchen. I cluttered up all the counters and then realized, uh-oh, we need a place to cook. So I decluttered just a little bit so it wasn't so bad. But we do have a plant up there. We've got my wonderful fork and spoon and some primary sort of colored prints on the wall, which I think work perfectly. Kitchen clutter came in clutch. Yes, I had to slow down to say that because I was going to mess it up. So you've got your little counter over here, baking cookies, you got a cookie jar and all that good stuff. It worked out pretty good. Worked out pretty good if I do say so myself. I don't mind it so much. It's a little hectic, eclectic, but I don't know. It looks kind of neat. I didn't do too much more out here, actually. I think all I did was terrain paint, to be honest. It's all I did. Yep, just terrain paint. But it looks so much better with the terrain paint now. It just, I don't know, it gives it a little more depth. Bird feeder over here, your Sims can fill. Telescope, basketball painting. There's plenty of stuff to do out here. That's the whole build. I really, really hope that you guys like this. I hope it was enjoyable for you. If not, let me know why. Because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just recording stuff, hoping to give you guys some inspiration and get you guys' advice on things, you know? I mean, can I do better? I mean, I can do worse. I've done worse. But can I do better? That's the thing. Can I do better for you? What would make you enjoy this better? I mean, do you want to see me go through the whole process of, you know, talking through everything to find out what I want to do? Or do you just like seeing the finished product? Just let me know. I'm interested to know. If you want to download this house, I do have it on the gallery under hashtags lilmomma, and Color Wheel Home 2. Because I already did Color Wheel Home 1. Now it's time for Color Wheel 2. And it's affordable. It's about 60,000 simoleons, so that's not too bad. It is a small house. How big is it? 157 tiles. Pretty sure if you take this out and take the porch out, you'd be pretty close to 100 tiles, maybe. I don't know. In any case, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you get some inspiration. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Get me to 500 subscribers. I've got some cool things coming up. Until next time, y'all, have fun.